Don't need no warning. This feeling's right. Vibrations chill through my bones. Sensations flow through your glow. So incredible, the way I feel with you, so phenomenal. And you always push me through, unforgettable. The way I feel with you, unbelievable. And you always push me through, electrified. Electrified with you, electrified. Electrified with you. Of light, my heart's convulsing. This feeling's right. Vibrations chill through my bones. Sensations flow through your glow. So incredible, the way I feel with you, so phenomenal. And you always push me through, unforgettable. The way I feel with you, unbelievable. And you always push me through, electrified. Electrified with you, electrified. Electrified. Electrified with you, electrified. Electrified with you.
Hello, hello. Y'all hear me? I guess you can. Oop, that's the wrong playlist to play after that. This is the right one. There we go. You know what? Let's put ourselves to a nice ambient fireplace. Whatever this is, as I test out the audio for my stream, because this is like the first time I've streamed in like a year basically, so I still gotta get used to it. For a moment there I was like struggling because I was like, how do you start the stream? There's no start stream button. And then I realized, no, you had to start stream with OBS, so I forgot to do that. So can y'all hear this? Somewhat. Y'all can somewhat hear this, but once the beat gets like, gets more amped up, then I might have to like bump down the volume, but we'll just see what happens as we go along. Yeah, you really thought I was gonna have like some sort of like VTuber model on the first month of the new year? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I was not gonna get a new model. I know myself. As you can see from the title, yeah, this is my first stream back after having not streamed in. Actually, I could check right here. When was the last stream that I did? I actually still have those old VODs saved in a private channel. I'm not gonna boot up over here because reasons. Let's see. There he goes. When was the last one that I did? Oh shoot, never mind. It was a year ago though, so I will make that promise that it was actually a year ago. Also, is this loud to you guys? I'm not sure. Testing. Maybe not that loud, but you can never be too sure with these audio problems. This is the one thing that I did not like about this microphone. Let me just lower it down to right here. Yeah. Yeah. That seems to be working better. Oh. I promote it as whatever I can, and whoever joins, I suppose. And then from here on out, it's all on my own. I don't plan on, like, doing the same thing that I did the previous years. Which was... Okay, so the first time I tried to, like, do this, I was doing, like, a bit of a I was in a bit of a struggle when it comes to, like, bringing out content to, like, other people. I mean, yes, I've started in, like, September 27th of 2020. Yes. Started my first video in the year 2020 on September 27th, and it was a Fortnite video, and I was like, I was basically in a rush because the reason why I uploaded that video like that is because, oh, I just got back from vacation. I just got back from, like, a time that I went to with my parents, celebrated like something. I think it was my brother's birthday, since his birthday is in September. And then we came back and it was like, oh, I did not have this video planned, or like this video edited. I'm just gonna have to like post it as it is, and then boom. First video was a Fortnite video back in 2020, and since then I've just been trying to upload on a daily. And then I believe it was in 2021. No, not 2021. 2022 is when I started to like do my first Twitch channel. Not this current one, because this one says new. And what I want to do though is I need to... Well, I deleted my other channel because I wanted a fresh new start for a reason that I will explain a bit. But yeah, what I want to do is when I have the chance, I have to take out the new in my username and the new on the link, just so it could just be Red Tenshi, because that is my original username when I had Twitch before. But the reason why I deleted it was because, well, I wanted a fresh new start. And frankly, I don't think any of the 300 people that followed me before are probably going to watch me now because, well, obviously, I've not been streaming for like a year. So who's going to even remember me after a year anyways, you know? Yeah, I got to take out the new. And I will say this, though. All of this was just put on the spot. Like, this is not even like a proper backdrop. This is the YouTube video. This is a YouTube video I have right here playing for you all. So I was just not in a rush per se, but I was working with what I got, and I would have done more. However, as the title of the stream says, I procrastinate very much, especially now in my adulthood. I should not be procrastinating. I'm 24 years old. I'm out of high school. I'm out of, well, I only did like one semester of college, but still, the procrastination should be like behind me, but no. I still have to exist with the procrastination here in this day and age because my mentality is like, hey, I like games, but I don't want to do the work to, like, you know, make this stream seem more professional than it should be. It should be a lot more professional given my expertise, but nah, don't worry about it. But I will say, throughout this like early period, because Okay, let me try to explain why I was not streaming for last year. So, long story short, my prior job and the one that I have right now went bankrupt. So we did not know how or what was gonna happen to us as the. Oh my god, my phone's gotta stop giving me notifications. Hold on, let me just mute my phone notifications for a bit. Boom. There, Rumble. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So last year we did not know what was gonna happen to us when our company went bankrupt, but we were still working. And then they basically moved us to like a nearby area that is like close to where we live, but it's still a lot further away from my previous job's location, so it was a bit of a hassle, I'll have to admit. But the problem is with my brother. You see, my brother and I, we work together, and usually that'd be like, oh, well, that makes sense. You guys are brothers. You guys go to work together, and you guys leave work together. No, they decided to separate us for some reason. He went into a so when they moved us to the new area where we worked, he was just placed in a different warehouse than I was. We're both in the same company, obviously. Wait, then my original topic was just gonna be redacted. It's more like, you ever heard of Forever 21? Forever 21 was a company, but I am under the company Maersk, who was working for Forever 21. And then Forever 21 became bankrupt. But the agency Maersk, yeah, I could say that. They basically still had us still working in that building, so they were like, hey, you want to go to these Maersk buildings that are over, should I say that? Yeah, I should say that. People know what Maersk is. No, people know what Forever 21 is. Not a lot of people don't know what Maersk is, but I've seen trucks of them in El Salvador, so it's very international, I will admit. So this company, Maersk, they're like, hey, if you want to stay with us, we can migrate you over to like a different warehouse where we operate. And I'm like, yeah, sure, I don't mind. So as long as my brother comes with me. And then he also agreed to come. And then what eventually happened was when they migrated us to the new buildings, they kept us separate. Even though we both have been working together in the Forever 21 buildings that were right here close to us. And they have not decided to like unite us together again for for our jobs. And I needed his aid because I still cannot drive despite having a year off to like learn how to drive. But remember, I procrastinate instead of just, you know, idly going through YouTube, seeing how I make videos more professional, and how I... Oh, hey Ray, I can't stay long, but I'll drop a follow. Hope you have a good stream. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. This stream is just gonna be a little bit scuffed. I will admit that. This video is a little bit scuffed. Why? Because I just scrambled whatever time I had today and just went through this out of the blue, so I appreciate the follow. I see that right there. Thank you. Yeah, and I didn't know this, but I suppose you could start donating bits and have channel points as soon as you start streaming. I thought you had to be affiliate for that. I guess not, or maybe they changed something, because now I have like power-ups and rewards. Yeah, now I have an award now. Wait, how? For what I know, if you do the monetization thing and you do the setup for it, and if you get accepted for doing the monetization setup in your settings, like, with your W-2 forms and all that for taxes and all that, then I suppose they allow me to have channel points and bits now. But I can't earn money through advertisements because right now you have not seen any ads in my channel right now. I think ads are only applicable when you are affiliated with 50 followers and all that. That's my reasoning. So yeah, that's how I was able to set this up, but I have like practically nothing. But you can modify a single emote. I could just do boom, never mind. I guess not. Oh wait, no, I can. Oh, okay, yeah, so all you have to do is you go to your settings and on Twitch, you go down to where monetization is in your dashboard, because I still don't have those. Strange, because I'm able to like use point redeems now, even though this is like literally the first stream, Like, just go to your creator dashboard, you scroll down to where monetization is, you go to setup, and then if you're able to earn money through Twitch streaming, then they'll allow you to do that, so as long as you give like your forms and like your social security number. But that's basically the simplest way of you getting this. And I don't think there's like any other way for you to like... There's no alternative way for you to earn money without doing the onboarding. So you have to do this. Yeah, back to what I was saying about my brother and I situation. So this happened like around March, not March. Like early May, where they were like starting to like transfer people out of Forever 21 buildings and into the new Maersk buildings that they have. It was still nearby, but still a ways away from where we lived. And usually it would go something along the lines of my brother and I wake up early. I usually wake up earlier to get ready because I get ready very quick. And then he gets ready. And then we eat a quick breakfast, and then we just take a drive to where the warehouses are at. Back in Forever 21 time, he and I, it doesn't matter how late we are, we usually get there around like less than 8 minutes tops, because Forever 21 building was like really close to where I lived. But now the new Maersk buildings, they're like around 30-ish minutes away, but it also depends on the traffic. Excuse me. I forgot to bring water. I'm gonna be sore throat by the end of this, huh? Oh yeah, I should probably keep this up, huh? Very scuffed stream, I'm telling you. Anyways, I should bring water. No, what am I saying? So now the buildings are like 30 minutes away, but it also depends on two things. One, morning traffic. There's not a lot, but usually we go through a mountain. Like there's like a ridge and a mountain that we like travel through just to go to the next city over. And that's where our warehouses are located at. And there's like two ways to go. One is like on the left side of the mountain, where it's just like a very wide turn, like a large turn, compared to like the shorter way, which is through the other side, the right side. But the difference is the right side has train tracks going through them. So unlike the left side canyon, the right side canyon, we have to be, cautious if there's going to be any trains that pass by, because if any trains that pass by, then we just stop and then we have to just wait till the train passes by, But then one day, oh yeah, I didn't explain about the different days off, huh? No, I'll get to that later. But yeah, sometimes the train does stop. And when I mean stop, I mean like halts in the middle of the train tracks where you're supposed to be crossing the intersection towards where you need to go, like the other street across from the rails. So we usually got a little bit tardy, but not too late. And this is a bit of a conundrum. So we have to like wake up earlier than usual. And this was happening during like September something. Yeah, around there. Around September, when we were starting to like get accustomed to doing the new schedules and all that. And mind you, the schedules now are different than they were previously. This is why I'm going to be very hesitant or very random when it comes to my streaming times. My streaming times depend on the schedule of my work and the schedule of my parents, because I still live with my parents. Very fortunate that we live with them still at a time like this where the economy is so bad, but I do not want to get into that. Anyways, my current schedule is that I work Tuesdays to Saturdays from 4 a.m. to usually 12:30 p.m. if there's no overtime. 2:30 for mandatory 10 hours, and that's usually on a Friday and a Saturday. Here's the problem. My brother works in a different building, has different days off, Monday to Friday, and his time to enter is very, very random. But from what we could pick out, Mondays and Wednesdays, he enters work at 8 in the morning, and on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, he enters at 7. Mondays and Wednesdays, he leaves at 4:30. So right now it is Monday currently. He works, and if all goes well, in like around 12 minutes, he's just gonna come home. And on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, he leaves at 3:30, and he usually gets home at around 4:30. And now you're gonna see why this is a bad schedule for us. Because, first of all, I still don't know how to drive. I rely on my brother to drop me off. And then he usually waits at his like parking lot in his warehouse before he enters to work. My old schedule of going in at 6 in the morning was more better, because he would only need to wait for like 1 hour or 2 hours, and he didn't mind because he had entertainment with his phone, and or he had a blanket in the back of the car in the case he wanted to just go and sleep whenever he felt like it. But now, if I were to enter at 4 and he were to enter at 8, he would have to wait 4 hours if he wanted to, or at the very least go back home, get some rest, and then come back driving to the time that he has to like go to work, which is not good, because it's 30 minutes to get to work, and also another 30 minutes usually to get back from work. So it's just going to be a double whammy for him to just spend an hour on the road just to get to and from work, just to drop me off. At least I was fortunate enough to have like some people who I socialized with at work. And yes, that is one thing that I've been working on last year, was to be a lot more social with everybody. That's why I got VR chat. That is why I was in a lot more public settings in gaming, basically. Despite the fact that the only social media accounts that I had last year was purely Discord, and that was it. How I was able to do that, I don't know. VR chat, that game just blessed me, honestly. But yeah, I've been a lot more social at work. I've been a lot more social in the game. VR chat has helped me a lot with that. And yeah, I was able to not persuade, but I was offered a deal with a person who also has the same days off as me, which they have their days off as Sunday and Monday, and they work in the same department as me, and they enter at the same time as me. So it was basically a win-win scenario since they go the same way that I go whenever we head home. So I'm like, you know what? I don't mind. And so for like the past month already, during like peak season of my job, which is just overtime out the wazoo. I've been working like 12-hour shifts during December for like 3 weeks. And that was pretty much hell, but hey, I got through it. Yeah, I was fortunate enough to have a person drop me off home, as my parents tend to just drop me to work. So I gotta get to learning how to drive eventually, because this schedule is not gonna work out in the long run. It's been helping out in the short run, but with how unpredictable my work is, at the very least, I have certain instances where it's just evened out, or certain instances where things stay constant, if that makes sense. Yeah, I guess that's a good way to say it. If things stayed constant, then I would not have to worry about the schedule, but the schedule is very haphazard. So that's why streaming this year is just gonna be a little bit of a struggle for me, but I feel like I could manage it. Have y'all seen my my wonderful drawings I did? Let me boot that up real quick. Boom. Y'all seen this? I did this myself, you know. I feel like this image is like a little bit out of date, a little bit too small, because I just went into like Adobe Photoshop and I was like, hey, no, I looked at the YouTube postings and like, oh, you can only post images that are like 2 inches wide, 5 inches tall. Like 2 inch wide, 5 inch tall, like, oh, boom, boom, all right, there you go. And it was literally just this size. No, but that's just an aspect ratio that you can put in. I didn't realize that. But like I said, I only just started doing this like like as soon as I did. So I did not have a lot of time to just, no, I literally just did this today. So I did not have time to like properly prepare this for today. So yeah. So as you can see, stream schedule is today, which is the 5th, through the 11th, which is a Sunday. I do not plan on streaming Sundays. That is a day of rest, and I want to take that day of rest very dearly. Not because I am religious, but because I just need a day off from doing everything in this world has to throw at me. Because Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, no wait, not Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I work. Monday is like a day where I want to like stream for a long period of time. I want to try and stream like 8 hours on Mondays, and usually I want to try and stream 4 hours the other days. Problem is that the other days are very unpredictable, so I try to make up with the time that I have. The only reason why I wanted to start streaming at like 5 p.m. at least for today, which is meant to be like an 8-hour day, is because I only wanted to just test out. No, not because of that. I still had like certain things to prep. I did not have this. I made this in like made it like 30 minutes. I just did like line segment here, line segment here, line segment here. Oh, let me just do a paint bucket tool. Put this all black. Line. Give a cool design on the lines. All right, and then you just group all the layers together, and then boom, that's how you make like the base. Well, let me see it. See if I can boot up Adobe Photoshop for y'all just to show you what I was doing. And like boom, I just group them all together, and then that's how you get this right here. I should probably I could probably just adjust the image size, can I? I can adjust it. That'll be helpful in the future. But yeah, that's literally all I did. Like I just got like a 2:5 aspect ratio and I just plopped that in there. And then I was trying to look for like funny images or like icons of the games that I play as like the backdrop, as you could see right here. But because the aspect ratio for the image was like so minuscule, like look at that. And now compare that to like a random, oh wait, that's the wrong thing. Now compare that to like a random image I'm gonna pull up. Like let's try VR chat. VR chat, 900 pixels by 900 pixels. YouTube post, 144 by 360. I had to scale down this image and crop it just to be able to fit in this little area back here. And even then, that looks like horrid. But you know what? I can make a better job next week. Now that I know what to expect, especially given the chance that I can scale images, it's better if like this is bigger, because this is too small. This is like the normal aspect ratio for it. This is too small. I have to like increase the size of this thing if I want it to work. So yeah, today a re-debut. Yeah, right. I have basically haven't streamed since last year, basically. And tomorrow will be VR chat. Basically, my second most played game of last year, comparatively to Warframe, which I will play on Thursdays. Why Thursdays, you may ask? Because Warframe, the channel on Twitch, always streams on Thursdays. So I'm trying to take advantage of the times that they use to like stream Warframe on Thursdays. But I'm only going to play Warframe when like big updates drop. That's just going to be the major change that I'm going to do for this year. I love Warframe with my heart and soul. But the only reason why I wanted to play Warframe in the first place was to get like the 100% achievement award. Let me put up Steam real quick for y'all. Let me go to my library and let me boot up. Where's Warframe at? Let me just. I currently have Warframe downloaded as well, so I'm basically ready for when the day comes and I have to play Warframe. Like, boom, here's my Steam profile. I see the old piece. Once this update dropped, I did not expect it to drop that early in like December, but once that dropped, I basically stopped touching this game. I stopped associations with this game and anything like that. And so yeah, I basically spent like the entirety of last year just to basically earn all these achievements. Well, a lot of these I've achieved in like 2024 because that's when I really started to pick up in the game again. But like all the later ones that are like in 2025. Oh wait, what? Oh, okay. Never mind. I guess they were already up here. Like, which ones are the ones that I unlocked in 2025? Like these ones, right? Yeah. Solaris United, Sage, Silver Sage. I acquired a MOA, which is strange because I got a MOA pet before I did the one achievement. A Gold Sage, Master, Middle Master, and I'm literally on the precipice of getting True Master as well, so I'm gonna be able to get that eventually. Ride or Die, which is top standing with Vent Kits, which I don't know why a lot of people don't want to do this achievement. This achievement is very easy. I know a lot of these are just like time consuming, but that's like the whole point of all these achievements, huh? Especially this one, K Driven. You don't know how long I spent just riding around the K Drive just for 1,000,000 meters and then not touch a K Drive again unless it's for like Nora's weekly mission. Huh. But yeah, I'm 99% of the achievements done. I only need to do True Master, and I only need to do Cheater of Death. The problem is, they buff these warframes. Like, even the newer players just survive. Everybody just doesn't let other people revive them. They self-revive. And I feel like if I wanted to do this, I might just have to do like Deep Archimedia or Spectral Archimedia or something similar to that where you can't self-revive. So anyway, what was I saying again? Yeah, that's Warframe. I'm not going to be playing that game unless like another big update drops. So the only reason why I'm playing it this Thursday is because I skipped out on two very important, not very important, more two locations that or two story stuff that I have not wanted to touch for a while. And that is like the Valis Undermines and the Old Peace. So once they get to the Old Peace and all that, which is probably going to be like a cinematic thing for me, then I'm just going to be able to do that, diddly daddly doodly, and then boom, Warframe done. And until the next update, I'll just keep this Warframe profile close at hand until whenever that happens. Then Wednesday, I'm going to be playing Geometry Dash. Why? Because Geometry Dash was like a game that I once again got addicted to this year, despite me having an on and off relationship with Geometry Dash, because this game was like one of the first mobile games I played when I was younger, all thanks to like some classmates that I've met in, I'm going to say, middle school. No, wait. How long ago was this made? When did Geometry Dash made? Oh no. When was Geometry Dash made? August 13, 2013. Oh, that's literally early high school for me. No, late middle school, early high school for me. Yeah, I graduated 2019, so 2018, 2017, 2016, 2015. No, I was in the middle of middle school. Literally. Middle of middle school, but I was able to play it in early high school thanks to like some classmates. So I was able to play that early on, 1.9. I remembered you. That's the first update I played of you. And then Fortnite on Fridays. And no, it's not because of Fortnite Fridays or something like that. I want to try to dedicate a day to like doing a certain category. So for example, I want, with next week, I already plan on what games I want to play for next week, but for next week, I plan on having a retro rewind Thursdays, throwback Thursdays, as you will. And that's why Warframe is on a Thursday. No, that doesn't make sense. Warframe is Thursday for this week because I haven't played Warframe in a long while, but also because the Warframe channel on Twitch usually live streams and goes live on Thursdays, since that's like their day that they constantly go live on. So I'm trying to utilize the fanatics, the Warframers, the Tenno, the fellow Tenno that I have known for quite a while, and take advantage of the numbers on this week. But then every other week will just be like some sort of retro game. Like I have so many retro games that I've bought. Oh, so many retro games that I bought, and I'm sad that Sega took this off. Like you can't, when you try to go to the store page, you can't buy this no more. I don't think so. You can only just view it now. Yeah, Sega Mega Drive and Genesis Classics no longer available on Steam Store. I don't know why. Upset. I don't know why you wanted to like delete this. Like, why do you have to take this off the store page? Tell me. I'm sad. I'm sad, Sega. All because you want to like bring out your like newer titles or something. Like that still would not make sense at all. But I cannot complain about that. Well, yeah, Thursdays will usually be like retro games, and that's why I wanted to be more retro games like for Thursdays. Wednesdays, I wanted to be like some sort of achievement hunting thing or something similar. So basically, Geometry Dash. Let me boot up Geometry Dash here, like right here. So Geometry Dash, although there's like 547 achievements to go through here. Wait a second. Did they update the achievements for this? No way. No way he did. There's no way he updated them all. Oh my god. Oh, wait, what? Oh my god. He did. The Mad Lad. Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to 100% this game. He's updated the achievements now. I thought he locked them to like 120 achievements and that's it. I guess not. Alright, fine. New plan for this game. I'm only just here to get Steam Step and then that's it. Alright, that's it for this game. Alright, I don't, because if I try to like get all the achievements for this game, I'm just probably gonna stay doing this for like eons. Because 547 achievements, that's a lot. But it's not as much as Binding of Isaac, right? Hold on. I have Binding of Isaac right now. So let me see. Binding of Isaac has 641 achievements. What about Team Fortress 2? Team Fortress 2 has 520. Yeah. So Geometry Dash has more achievements than Team Fortress 2. But Binding of Isaac has more achievements than Geometry Dash. And I feel like if I want to do some achievement hunting, I'm gonna try and play games that have like less than 30 achievements on them, just so it could be easier for me, basically. Damn, I should have probably swapped that with balloons. Never mind. No, there's a reason why I wanted to pick it like that. And VR chat, well, I didn't really have like a segment for like VR chat. But Mondays though, I plan it to be like some sort of survival game, like Minecraft, Raft. No, scratch that. There are certain games that I'm not going to be able to play on stream, even if you like, what's it called? Suggest it to me. I'm just not going to play them. Not for like no, yeah, it's definitely for personal reasons. Not because I don't like them, but because I'd rather play them with like somebody, you know? So if there are like some games that I'm like, that you're like, hey, you should play this, I will look at the game first and I will try and put my whole judgment into it and say, oh, maybe I should play this or not. But there's already like a small list of games that I will not play no matter what somebody says or like donates. So I'm not gonna play Cuphead again on stream. I'm not gonna play It Takes Two. I'm not gonna play Split Fiction. I'm not gonna play Raft. Probably those main 4 games I'm not gonna be playing on live streams. All because I wanted to play them with my best of friend though, and obviously we both been struggling for the past couple of years by now. So truth be told, hopefully things get better for us in the long run. It's not that she hasn't stopped being my friend. It's just that for the time being, we find it best for us to grow distant, just so we can focus on our own things. I'll focus on my own Twitch live streams here, and my content creating here, and she focuses on her studies over there. But we could work this out in the long run. And then Fortnite on Fridays is not because of Fortnite Fridays. I want to try to like play a random competitive. No, wait, this is gonna be just competitive games because I know myself. I get mad when I play competitive games. I do not get mad by playing a rage game. Geometry Dash is usually a rage game to other people, but not to me. Excuse me. Fortnite, however, makes me mad because I have to compete with other people. And when I compete with other people, I get very competitive. And if I lose, I get triggered. And I plan on making this be only games where I get extremely competitive online PvP sort of thing. Like next week, it'll be Rocket League on this day. But if there's like a game like a MOBA or some 5v5s like Counter-Strike, I will play them on Fridays. And Saturdays, it's basically just something random I felt like doing for that day. But there's been a theme here. Basically, these 5 games have been games that I've only played for like the last year. I'm just kidding, except... No, wait, yeah. These 5 games I've been playing for the past year, except Fortnite. Fortnite, I haven't touched that game since like Season 3. No, Chapter 3, Season 1. I have not touched Fortnite at all after that. And then Sundays, I don't plan on streaming Sundays because I want a day of rest. And I plan to use a lot more of my time this year to be streaming. And at the same time, I'll try to like boot up a clip for the next day on like my other social platforms. And then rinse and repeat for the next day. And who knows? Maybe on Sundays, I might feel like playing like some game that is either A, popular, or B, trending. Which is probably the same thing. So A, popular, B, trending, and then I'll make like a regular YouTube video off of that. But now, yeah, that seems to be the plan that I have moving forward. Will this plan change? Absolutely. But for right now, I gotta do what I can because I have the time to do that. And yes, right here, insert generic profile picture fan art here. I do want to plan on like getting fan art at some point, but my art is kind of horse. You want to see my art? Here, let me show you some art. Let's just take that off, and I'll put this up later. But let me just show you like my drive, my Google Drive. So welcome to my Google Drive. I just started to use this again today, but let me show you what I've been working on. So here were some ideas that I had for like my streaming from my prior knowledge. So I wanted to use this Mario, dropkick animation from like Super Mario 64. And this has been an animation that I have used for my previous channel before I deleted it. For my previous Twitch channel that I had before I deleted it. And what I plan on doing is like eventually I'm just gonna like put this or like delete the white backdrop and then just have it all be transparent, except for Mario himself just doing like the drop kick. And then this one was another emote that I had before. I think it's still a PNG file too, isn't it? Oh, I don't know what I did there. Yeah, this is still a PNG file right here. And then this audio file, I don't want to touch that because that's loud. But also another thing that I've been doing for this, just this past 5 days really, is just draw on my drawing tablet. I've been able to draw on my drawing tablet for like a while, and I've basically got some ideas for like this is the modern. This is I got Red Tenshi 2.0 in the makings right now. But right now it's not the right time to reveal him because I haven't even drawn him. I barely made this today, by the way. Because in the end, I do want to be like a VTuber of sorts. But it's going to take a long while before I get to do that. So yeah, here's the. Let me try to give you the rundown of how this character is gonna go. So yeah, you see him right here. It's just the red hair as usual. With you haven't seen my old profile picture yet, have you? Nah, people who have known me on Discord probably know what my old profile picture looks like. So here's Red Tenchi. No, here's Red. Yeah, this is just Red. And he has the red hair, obviously, but instead of like having just the white inner ears, he'll have yellow puffs of hair inside the ears and then like a white inner ear. And then there will be 2 strands of hair that will appear on his front side because I love Dragon Ball and I wanted to like represent my interest for Dragon Ball. So the design is one hair will just line itself down like this, and another will be just like in a lightning symbol type of thing, and it's meant to spell out red because right here will be just a line down, and then here will just be like making the other half of the R. So this will just be red. You get my idea? So that's my idea for a new model. And then as you can see here, the cloak or like the red hood will be a darker shade, as you could try and like differentiate the difference between his clothing and the hair, just to not have it be like similar color in a way of like that. And then what I don't think it was easy to like see right here, but this yellow button is gonna be. Is it okay if I use? Is it okay if I use the True Master symbol from Warframe onto here? Is that suing? I feel like that's suing. I don't think I should do that, but I kind of want to do it though. That who knows. So the plan is dark red hood, yellow button with probably like a symbol on top of it, connecting the hood and like the cape part of the hood, and then he'll be wearing a sweater vest. He'll be wearing a sweater vest of sort, a light gray sweater vest. As you can see, like there will be like the sweater vest pockets where you could just pull them in, put his hands in, and then he'll be wearing like a dark gray shirt with checkerboard sleeves, like a flannel. That's my idea, giving him like a flannel of sorts. So this is the rough draft of today. This is the rough draft of like can you tell I basically just started drawing recently? But this was basically trying to be like my idea of how the new Red Tenchi will look, or like the new red that I have imagined. So he'll have like the hood. That'll be like the hood part of it, the hoodie part of his hood. The button right here to connect his like hood, and then his like checker sleeved shirt like right here. And he'll be wearing. I think I remember having thought of him putting him in black pants with like red and yellow lining on the sides of it. And then my idea was his shoes are not going to be normal boots or nothing like that. I want them to be ninja shoes. Let me show you what I mean by that. I want him to wear something like this. You know? Something similar to this. Black pad, like, not black padded, like something with red padded shoes that are ninjas, like a ninja, and like black fabric covering him. And that's basically like my idea of what this new design for Red Tenchi will be. Because yeah, you could see I tried to draw like little like the lump, like boom, the wimp, like this. They kind of look like hooves, not gonna lie. But have you seen how much more action your toe gets compared to like your other toes? Your big toe gets compared to your other toes? Alright. Well, that's like the idea at the front. On the idea in the back though is just the design of the cape. It's supposed to be like the Japanese kanji for red. I think that's how it is, right? With like the dark red hood, or like dark red, yeah, dark red hood, and then like the symbol on the back will just be red. Just Japanese kanji for red. And it's not because I'm starting to learn Japanese or anything. I just like the design for it. And because, well, I like Dragon Ball, if you couldn't tell. And then this was like an idea that I have, but that's going to be for like another character. Because mind you, I'm just doing this out of the blue. I'm trying to be a VTuber. And I'm trying to like get a character up and running. This is the best that I got so far. But truth be told, I'll get better with drawing, and in doing so, I'll probably have a proper profile picture, proper design for Red here by the time like the month is over, or like hopefully by this Sunday, giving that Sundays are my days off, and I'm able to have like another chance to like a proper chance to like draw for longer hours. So that's the idea that I have. This is going to be the new design of Red Tenshi. Or just Red. I might need to like color this in, but all this was just a rough sketch, honestly. These are all just rough sketches. This is like my design, like me trying out hair designs. And this is just like me like starting his face. But I need to like figure out the eyes and the eyebrows and all that. So yeah. That's the idea that I got for Red Tenshi. I was yapping for a while now. What else do I want to talk about? Let's see. I talked about the design for my VTuber model. I've my interest in Warframe, my schedule for the week. Anyways, how's everybody doing today? I've been yapping for so much. I know Mello just joined a little bit earlier today, but that's all right. They probably on their own stream. Let me actually check. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do this to me. Testing. Oh no, this